Russian soldiers are seen moments before a Ukrainian FPV drone approaches their position. The image is highly detailed, clearly showing each individual. They remain in an exposed position under active aerial observation. The scene unfolds in the Kostiantynivka direction. From above, an individual is detected in an exposed position as the drone closes in rapidly. As the FPV drone approaches, the individual reacts abruptly and attempts to deter the incoming threat by throwing an object toward the drone. Despite the reaction, the drone maintains steady control and continues its approach across the open terrain. The sequence shows rapid decision-making and reaction under pressure during close-range drone engagement conditions. The footage highlights the intensity of FPV encounters where reaction time is extremely limited under continuous aerial observation. The scene unfolds from a frontline perspective, where a drone observes a small group of individuals in an exposed position. From above, the drone maintains steady surveillance as the group becomes aware of its presence. In response, they appear to signal and stop movement, remaining in place under aerial observation. The drone continues to hover overhead, maintaining visual control of the situation. The footage highlights how drones are increasingly used not only for surveillance and operations, but also in situations involving surrender and control on the battlefield. The scene unfolds in the Kostiantynivka direction of Donetsk Oblast, where drone operators monitor activity along a suspected supply route. From above, unmanned ground vehicles are identified moving along the route, likely supporting frontline logistics operations. The drone maintains steady surveillance, tracking multiple vehicles as they move across the area. After confirming the observation, coordinated aerial action is carried out against the unmanned systems. Several vehicles are impacted along the route, disrupting movement within the monitored corridor. The drone remains overhead, continuing to observe the area for any further activity. The footage highlights the role of aerial surveillance in detecting and responding to supply movement using unmanned systems. The scene introduces the Ukrainian UGV GNOM, developed by Timberland, operating as an unmanned ground system in 2026. From the ground, the platform is shown in multiple configurations, demonstrating its modular design and operational adaptability. Different variants are highlighted, including a drone carrier, a fire support configuration, and a mine-laying configuration. Each setup is designed to support frontline operations through unmanned deployment and remote control. The footage highlights ongoing air defense operations against unmanned aerial threats in May 2026. The scene unfolds during an air defense engagement, where Ukrainian forces detect an incoming aerial threat identified as a Garin 2 drone. From ground-based systems, tracking and interception procedures are activated as the approaches the defended airspace. A defensive response is carried out, resulting in the interception of the incoming drone. The scene unfolds in the Pokrovsk direction, where Ukraine's 425th Assault Regiment Skala conducts FPV drone operations across active frontline areas. From aerial surveillance, infantry movement is detected alongside military vehicles operating on open routes. FPV drones are deployed to track and engage multiple observation, maintaining steady observation throughout the area. In the sequence, both moving vehicles and infantry positions are affected under continuous aerial control. A field cannon position is also identified and disrupted through coordinated drone activity. The scene unfolds on the night of May 1, 2026, where Ukraine's unmanned systems forces conduct a long-range strike operation observation industrial infrastructure in Russia's Tuapse region. From available reports, the observation impacts an oil refining facility, leading to visible fire activity and smoke rising into the night sky. Emergency response systems are observed mobilizing in the surrounding area as the situation develops. The operation highlights the continued use of unmanned systems in observation strategic energy infrastructure during ongoing hostilities. As conditions stabilize, the affected area remains under assessment, with damage control efforts continuing through the night. The footage and reports reflect the ongoing intensity of long-range drone strike operations in the region. The footage reflects ongoing helicopter-based combat support activity during May 2026. The scene unfolds from a Ukrainian combat helicopter mission as pilot Nesko releases footage from an operational flight. The aircraft is shown operating over an active frontline area, conducting aerial patrol and support tasks. From the cockpit perspective, the mission highlights coordinated air operations in a contested environment. The scene unfolds in Stepnohursk on the Zaporizhzhia axis, where Ukrainian Air Force units conduct strikes on high-rise structures identified as operational positions. From above, urban buildings are observed as active strongpoints within the contested area. Precision observation are carried out on selected observation to disrupt their use within residential structures. The footage highlights ongoing aerial operations in urban combat conditions during May 2026. The scene unfolds in Pokrovsk, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, showing a before and after comparison of the same street during April 2026. From the earlier footage, the street appears intact with visible civilian infrastructure and normal urban activity. In the later sequence, the same location is shown with significant structural damage and reduced civilian presence. The comparison highlights the impact of ongoing conflict on urban infrastructure in the region. The scene unfolds in the Kupiansk region, where Ukrainian pilots conduct aerial surveillance over an active frontline area. From above, a self-propelled artillery system Malva is identified operating in an open position. Ukrainian drone operators maintain steady tracking as the remains in view across the battlefield. A coordinated FPV observation is carried out, impacting the artillery system and disrupting its activity. The war in Ukraine continues. As of May 1, 2026, Ukraine's 46th Airmobile Brigade drone unit maintains constant aerial surveillance. Individuals are observed attempting to cross defensive positions, often moving alone and without visible support. FPV drones track movement across open terrain, maintaining continuous observation from above. One by one, positions are identified and monitored. Some individuals keep moving, some pause, and others attempt to change direction, but all remain under close aerial observation. The scene unfolds along a narrow trail in a contested frontline area, where Ukraine's Wormbusters drone team conducts FPV surveillance. From above, a small group of individuals is detected moving together along the path, attempting to stay within cover. The FPV drone locks onto the group and begins tracking their movement, following as they continue along the trail. In the next moment, one individual separates slightly from the group, drawing the drone's focus. A short, controlled pursuit begins as the drone maintains steady tracking from above. Despite attempts to keep moving, the drone closes the distance with precise control. Within moments, a direct absafson is carried out on the moving position, bringing movement along the trail to a stop. The footage highlights how group movement and narrow paths can become vulnerable under continuous aerial tracking. The scene unfolds in an open area, where a Ukrainian FPV drone is conducting aerial surveillance over the terrain. From above, a Russian soldier is detected lying low in the grass, attempting to remain concealed in the open field. The drone maintains steady observation, keeping the position in clear view despite the attempt to stay hidden. As the drone approaches, the position becomes more exposed under continuous aerial tracking. Within moments, a precise engagement is carried out on the identified position. Over the past week, Ukrainian UAV and FPV drone units have maintained continuous surveillance and operational activity across multiple frontline sectors. Throughout this period, drone teams have been actively monitoring infantry movements across open terrain, forested areas, and contested road networks. Multiple formations were detected attempting to reposition, with UAV systems providing real-time tracking and situational awareness across different axes of operation. FPV drone units conducted repeated engagements on identified observation, focusing on movement corridors, temporary positions, and exposed logistics routes. In several instances, coordinated drone operations were used to disrupt advancing groups and limit their ability to regroup or maintain structured movement. Aerial surveillance also played a key role in identifying concealed positions within vegetation and damaged infrastructure during ongoing operations. Across the week, drone units continued to operate in a coordinated pattern, combining reconnaissance and precision response across multiple zones. The footage and reports highlight sustained UAV activity over the course of the week, reflecting continuous battlefield monitoring and rapid response capability. The scene unfolds in a contested frontline area, where Ukraine's Marine drone unit Wormbusters conducts continuous FPV surveillance over open terrain. From above, an individual is detected moving across the landscape, attempting to reposition while staying in motion. The FPV drone locks onto the movement and begins a prolonged chase, maintaining steady visual contact from the air. As the pursuit continues, the individual changes direction multiple times, attempting to break line of sight and reach cover. Despite these movements, the drone adjusts its trajectory in real time, staying directly aligned with the observation throughout the chase. The sequence continues across open ground, with the drone maintaining pressure and closing the distance step by step. Eventually, a precise aerial action is carried out on the moving observation, ending the pursuit in the open area. The drone briefly stabilizes overhead before continuing surveillance of the surrounding terrain.